I called Child Protective Services on my own daughter. My daughter Lily is 28, and for the past couple of years, she's been spiraling hard. It started after she got laid off from her job. She moved back in with me temporarily, which I thought meant a few weeks. Instead, it turned into months of her sleeping until noon, leaving dishes everywhere, and going out every night with her friends while I worked double shifts just to keep the lights on. I kept telling myself she was depressed, she just needed time, but time didn't fix anything. She started drinking more. Then she met this guy, Evan, who had a record for DUIs and accidentally punched a hole in my drywall the first time he came over. That should have been my wake-up call. 3 months ago, Lily found out she was pregnant. She cried, said she wasn't ready, but then insisted she'd get her life together. I wanted so badly to believe her. I thought maybe this was the thing that would pull her out of whatever spiral she'd been in. Instead, it got worse. She'd leave for hours, come home smelling like weed and cheap booze. She kept forgetting her prenatal appointments. She'd fight with Evan constantly, screaming matches at 1 a.m., throwing things, slamming doors. My neighbors started complaining. The breaking point came when I woke up at 3 a.m. to the fire alarm blaring. I rushed into the kitchen and found a pot of ramen burning on the stove, smoke everywhere. Lily was passed out on the couch, completely unresponsive. Evan was nowhere to be found. I shook her awake and she just mumbled something and rolled over. She was 6 months pregnant. I sat down at the dining table, staring at her, this person I raised, this person I loved so much, and I knew she wasn't keeping that baby safe. I couldn't pretend anymore. The next morning I tried one last time. I told her she needed to stop drinking, stop seeing Evan, start going to her appointments. Something, anything. She flipped out, said I was trying to control her life, shoved a plate off the counter, and stormed out. She didn't come back for 2 days. When she finally did, she was barely able to stand up straight. Something in me just snapped. I called CPS and reported everything. The drinking, the missed appointments, the fire, the fights. I told them I was scared for the baby. I never thought I'd say those words out loud. When the social worker came, Lily looked betrayed in a way I'd never seen before. She kept saying, "How could you do this to me? I'm your daughter." But she wouldn't admit to a single thing. She said I was exaggerating, making things up to punish her. The social worker wasn't rude, but she was firm. She said they'd be following up, that Lily would need to complete a safety plan and random screenings. Lily packed a bag and left with Evan that night. She wouldn't even look at me when she walked out the door. My ex-husband called screaming at me the next morning, saying I'd ruined Lily's life, that she'd never trust me again. My own sister said I crossed a line no parent should ever cross. They didn't see what I saw. They weren't the ones waking up to burnt pots and broken glass, and a pregnant woman unconscious on the couch. The CPS case is still open. Lily hasn't spoken to me in 2 weeks. I lie awake every night wondering if I did the right thing, or if I just destroyed the last bit of relationship we had left. But then I remember that fire alarm, and I know that if something happened to that baby, and I had done nothing, I'd never forgive myself.